This is my unit. It's an amazing space to work on some really cool cars and keep dry while you're doing it. However, over the past year it's ended up looking worse for wear. There is so much clutter, it needs a good freshen up, and that's what we're going to be doing in today's video. Some of the worst parts are the upstairs area and the floor. The floor used to be a nice slate grey colour, but now it's all chipped and it's all stained. So we need to freshen this place up. So the first part of the unit that I want to clean up is the upstairs part, because it is absolutely minging up here. Obviously we've got boxes and boxes, sheeting, and this whole floor is absolutely covered in dust, so we need to give this place a good clean. So there is actually some decent stuff up here. These two boxes here have the wheels for the Starlet, so the NK wheels are in there with the tyres, but I've got two random boxes here that just need to go in the bin. I've got a box here that can go in the bin. I've got a trim for the Starlet that's never going to go back on the Starlet. That can go in the bin. All this bubble wrap stuff. We have the MX-5 boot rack thing. That's still here for some reason. And we're definitely not utilising the space up here. Obviously, I keep my little seat because I sit up here sometimes, and it does the job now. But the floor is absolutely minging up here. So, yeah, we'll clear the boxes out first, and then we can give this whole floor area a good hoover. So, let's do that. So to get started off upstairs, I could take everything downstairs that was upstairs, and I could put a pile for stuff that was getting chucked out and keep a pile that was going to go back up there once we were all clean. I could then grab the hoover and start hoovering the place out. I hoovered the chair first, and then I started hoovering that floor. I'm going to have to keep these planks of wood now though, because we might need this for a future build in the unit. But you can see that transformation on the floor already is absolutely mental. It's a completely different colour before it's hoovered to when it is hoovered. So let me get on with the hoovering. So there we go, that's the upstairs area a bit better now. Obviously I do want to make this a bit tidier in the future, maybe get like a couch or something and make this a full room. Obviously I've just got this temporary boarding up there now to sort of block it off for the downstairs. But I want to go right up here, maybe even put a wee door and then like a TV on the wall or something to make it its own wee place. But for the now, this is much better. It's used for storage now anyway, and my wee seat in the corner, so it's ideal. Obviously I need to keep these boxes because they have the wheels in them. I sometimes paint stuff on the top of that white box. I keep stuff in there as well, and then obviously the MX-5 boot rack. So if anybody wants that, put a comment on this video and give me an offer. But yeah, I now just need to go and take all of that cardboard to the bin, so that's going to be fun. But after that we can get cracked on with the rest of the unit. Right, the next piece of the unit that I need to sort is this bench, man. It is totally out of control. It used to look no too bad, but now it is absolutely mental, especially after Christmas. I got new tools and stuff and everything is just scattered about. The worst part is probably all these paint tins. I've got somewhere to put these now. I've actually just cleared this bottom drawer for this little set here, and all the paint tins should hopefully fit into there, or most of them anyway, to tidy that up, because that's getting out of control. I've actually had it before where these tins are falling into the paint below and it's just soaking the paint tins, and it's just a nightmare. So going to get most of them away, clear the bench, hopefully get this big box away. This is a Halford's Advanced set, so I put that away, and I've actually took most of the tools out of that because I got 2 toolboxes for Christmas, so they're ideal. I've got a bit of space in them as well, so we might be able to clear some more of the stuff off of this bench and into the toolboxes. So yeah, this might take a while, but it needs done. It's absolutely terrible. So it's now the next day after sorting out the bench and the upstairs part of the unit, but today I want to sort out the worst part, the floor in the unit. It really doesn't look great. Obviously we've painted this before, I gave it a couple of coats when I first got the unit, but now it's starting to take its wear, especially at the back of the unit. I mean, it is all peeling off back here, under the car and stuff. You can see there's just bits flaking off and stuff, so I want to give this a little fresh coat today. So I'm not going to be going absolutely mental with the floor paint. I'm literally going to do one coat over it because I work in this unit every day. It's not going to stay mint for long, you know what I mean? It's going to get marked, it's going to get chipped and stuff. So I just wanted to freshen it up for the start of the year, but before we can do any painting we need to sweep the floor out and take any flaky bits of paint off as well. And obviously I have like toolboxes and stuff now, so I'm going to have to keep one part of the unit not painted for a moment. And then, like, I'm going to have to paint the whole main bit first, and then leave a wee corner where I need to store stuff that sits on the floor until that stuff's dry. Then I can move the stuff that I have to put here back over to there, and then I can paint this section. Just leave a little corner over at the bench or something. We'll work something out, but yeah, we need to give the place a good gutting first. So before sweeping the floor, I actually went ahead and scraped as much of the flaky paint off of the floor as possible. Now this mostly happened due to water being on the floor. I put a little bit of water down on the floor when I'm painting just to keep the dust down, but unfortunately that does make the floor paint weak. But anyway, let's get on with the sweeping, because as you can see, there's loads of dirt on that floor. And that's the unit all sweeped out and cleared out, and most of the stuff is either here in this corner. I've actually managed to just keep the compressor and my two toolboxes down here, and everything else is either on the stairs or upstairs there. So yeah, we're all cleared out, ready to paint. I'll obviously do the edges with a wee paintbrush, and then we'll roller the rest of the floor. Unfortunately though, I did forget to bring the extension for the roller, so I'm going to be doing on the floor, rolling it. It might take a bit longer, but it is what it is. So let's get on with painting this floor. It's going to be a complete transformation. So I actually couldn't wait to paint the floor. It was the part I was looking most forward to, and it's the biggest transformation as well, so it makes a huge difference. And this isn't the biggest unit in the world, so it doesn't take that long to the point where you start to not enjoy it anymore. Only annoying thing is that I don't have the extension for the roller, but it is what it is. We're going to get through the job anyway. So you can see every time I'm starting a new part of the floor, I'm brushing the edges first, just so I don't get that roller all over the walls and all over the parts I don't want to get any paint on. I'm making good progress so far. I'm about halfway through the floor, so I only have another half to go. I'm going to have to stop around that toolbox area soon though, because we don't want to get paint there just yet until the main bit of the floor is dry. But we're making good progress. And it's now the next day after painting the floor in the unit, and it is all completely dry. I'm so happy how this has turned out. It just makes the place look so much fresher and so much brighter as well. Now, it's in no way perfect. In person you can still see imperfections and stuff. You might be able to see it on camera, but there's some wee patches that haven't got the most paint on them. But that's because I only done one coat in the place, because there was no point doing any more than that, because the floor just gets wrecked in here. But aye, I'm so happy how this has came out. It's looking so much better. So now all that's left to do really is bring all the stuff from upstairs back downstairs and then put it to where it needs to go. So let's do that. So I can now bring everything back downstairs, and I didn't quite realise just how much stuff I had until I was bringing it back down and putting it where it needed to be. Right, so that's everything back into place in the unit where it needs to be, so let's take a look at it all. So there we have it, that is the unit refresh complete. Obviously not the biggest transformation ever, but it was definitely needed. It was getting pretty out of control in here. Yeah, much happier with the space now, a lot more room to work in as well. Obviously there's not as much clutter on that bench. I've reduced it as much as possible at the minute. Obviously I've still got some paint tins in that left, but managed to get the majority of them into that bottom drawer there. But yeah, a few points I would like to change in the future is definitely get a proper key holder. My dad just put this up with a few screws in it. It works, but I'd like to get something maybe a bit more pretty. Another thing is the bench. I'd maybe like to get a proper bench in the future, because this one was in the unit when I got it, and I mean, some of it's a bit suspicious, like some of it's all squint and stuff, nothing really lines up on it, so maybe a proper bench in the future. Also, I'd like to improve the upstairs. I already mentioned this at the start of the video, but yeah, it's just storage at the minute really, and I'd like to maybe make it into its own wee room in the future, but at the moment you can see we have some leaks, so that's not good, so I'll need to try and get them sorted. We have one here, one there, and then there's one actually at the back there as well, so that's not ideal, so I'll need to get in contact about getting that fixed, because that's not great, especially when it's going onto wood. The only other thing that I'd like to improve at the moment is some wall art. I mean, I've got these ones on the wall there now, but they're pretty small, you can barely see them because how big the wall is. So yeah, maybe get some massive frames, put them up there, and then when I get full boards up to the ceiling on this back part, get something put up there, because at the moment we've just got the Retros and Rust logo from last year's show. But I think this one looks pretty good, with the Blade Performance flags and the little Ford Fiesta blueprint sort of thing. But yeah, more positive things. I sorted out my toolboxes as well. They were pretty cluttered because I was moving the toolboxes about when I was painting the floor, but I've sorted them all out now, so I'll give you a quick look in them. Yeah, sorted these out. Look at the screwdrivers, all set up in size order. They go really well with the colour of the toolbox as well. There's other stuff in there and that. Obviously, socket sets and stuff. That's got mole grips and that, tool trims, trim tools, and then goggles. And then in the bottom, we have my grinder back there, so perfect. And then in the SGS one, got a few more bits and pieces. Screwdriver sets again. All these torque bits set up. Nothing in that one. Some spanners. Fuso coat wax in that one, that's about it. And then socket set stuff as well. And then in the bottom here, this one flips up. I have an air fryer. It is absolutely brilliant. Got that for Christmas for Amy, so yeah. That's great, but aye, it is amazing having these toolboxes now. I have a lot more tools than I did before, so it's absolutely ideal. So yeah, there we have it, unit refresh complete, and that pretty much brings us to the end of this video. But I'm not finished up here. I'm just about to start filming another video for next week, and that is going to be on the Starlet, and we're fitting something very, very interesting to the car. I can't wait to get these fitted. These are obviously some springs for the car, but they're not standard springs, they are lower-end ones. So I'm just about to get on with filming that. So you will see that next week. I hope you are all looking forward to it. It's pretty much going to be the last video on the car before the reveal on it. So I hope you are all looking forward to it. I can't wait for it myself, man. I can't wait to actually get on the road, because when I first bought this car, I literally drove it for like 2 days or something and then just brought it here and sawned it. So yeah, can't wait to get this done and get back on the road and actually enjoy it. Obviously we're in January and the weather outside's not great. It's literally peeing it down at the minute. But yeah, is what it is. Can't wait to get this done. So I hope you're all looking forward to that. So make sure to look out for it next week. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. But anyway, please like this video, comment down below and subscribe to the channel if you're new or you're watching my videos and you're not subscribed. See you guys in the next one. Bye.
Coming next week to the Aidan Galloway YouTube channel.
Right.
And I done my time at my Dice workshop in 1842. We had a boy use these springs like
a kid that was swinging on the back of the chair but fell. Okay, lower it, Jan, with the new springs. Let's see how we go. Still going. Oh,
Money.
That's like bang on.